Welcome to the front of my closet door. My name's Joe Donahue, and we're getting ready to start one of my favorite weeks of the year, Pennsylvania Speed Week. So since I'm central to Central Pennsylvania, obviously Central Pennsylvania has PA Speed Week. It's 10 races in 10 days. It's starting this weekend, and it's going to run right up to the Sunday before July 4th. And obviously I'm excited, so I know there's probably some other goofballs out there who are excited about it. So I'm going to try to follow it like I did last year. I made a couple videos following every night of it and doing recaps and seeing who was hot and who was not. And we're going to try to do it again. It's going to be a little different this year because I'm actually starting a new real job on Monday, so I'll get in a few days and then I'll have to do regular person nonsense and then go from there. But I'm excited to see what happens this year. I know there's some things that are kind of different about this year compared to last year, and you know, tires, the prices of everything, and just even a couple minutes before I turned on this camera, I saw some things that I didn't expect to see. So anyway, let's just dive right into it. So Pennsylvania Speed Week's gonna have 10 races, and here's the schedule right for you. It's going to be starting off on the 24th at Williams Grove. They're going to go to Lincoln the following night. That's a Saturday show. Then on Sunday, they'll go to Baps. Lincoln again on Monday, so those two pretty close back to back. And then they go all the way out to Grandview, which I believe is the furthest away from, say, like a central area, especially where I'm from. They're Port Royal on Wednesday evening, and then they're going to go down to Hagerstown, the only race that's not in Pennsylvania during Pennsylvania Speed Week, so you can take what you will of that. Williams Grove going to come back on the 1st of July, and then they'll go to Port Royal the following Saturday, and they'll round it out on Sunday evening, July 3rd at Selinsgrove Speedway. So one of the big things that I think is worth watching is going to be tires. There's obviously, for those who may know in the dirt racing world, there's sort of a shortage of tires going on, but maybe not really. I saw on Twitter a 358 driver at Williams Grove was kind of complaining, not complaining, but he was just mentioning how the tire trailer is completely stocked. Even though they are rationing the tires, they have everything that they usually do. That's an interesting take. And I also believe that I've seen some people talk about this, and I believe that it is true that Hoosier, as the exclusive tire provider for a lot of racetracks, and especially for Williams Grove, Port Royal, etc., they kind of get to pick and choose where they want to send the tires they do have, and I do believe they're going to send them here. You know, Pennsylvania Speed Week's one of the biggest speed weeks in the country, and it's definitely one of the biggest, if not the biggest, independent one. And so, you know, there's a lot of people in Pennsylvania. There's a lot of money in sprint car racing in Pennsylvania. I think that they'll have enough tires, but it will be interesting to see maybe what teams bow out throughout the course of the week because of issues like that, or how much it costs to buy gas right now, things like that. This is going to be a kind of strained year for some teams, so we'll just have to kind of see how many people keep showing up throughout the week. So the schedule hasn't changed at all from last year, and last year I believe it was Hagerstown got rained out, and I think the second port date rained out, and I'm pretty sure those were the only two, if I remember correctly. This year, it kind of, from what I had seen at least, it looked like Baps might rain out, and then I think maybe Tuesday through Thursday there are chances for it to rain out as well, so that could be a problem. We'll see. I don't know. You know, there are 10 races scheduled, but we'll see how many we actually get. I kind of don't want to make any more big judgments on what's going to happen. It's a week, and there's a lot of cars, and there's a lot of things happening, and there could be new people coming in or bowing out throughout even just today and tomorrow of who's going to be there. So I'm just going to throw some predictions of who I think is going to be winners, if not very competitive at each race. So I will start on Friday, and I'm going to put my money on Lance Dewease. I think he's going to be just coming out of, shot out of a cannon kind of deal. Freddie Raymer on Saturday at Lincoln is going to be my pick. There, I just think that, you know, the way Lincoln races, besides Danny Dietrich, it's kind of like a back and forth between drivers winning there, so I think Freddie Rahmer might be able to come back. Anthony Macri is going to be my pick at BAPS. He's won at every racetrack he's raced at, I believe, this year. So in Pennsylvania, to be exact. And so I'm kind of expecting him to keep that trend up. I'm going to pull Danny Dietrich for Monday at Lincoln because it's hard to bet against him right now with 5 wins at the track already. Kyle Larson's going to show up on Tuesday. He'll be running Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I believe. I think Kyle Larson at Grandview, that's a pretty easy choice. And I'm also going to say Kyle Larson wins at Port Royal. Anthony Macri, I believe if I had to pick somebody to go to Hagerstown, I would say it's going to be Macri. Obviously we had rain last year, so I don't really necessarily know who's going to be hot, but Anthony Macri usually is. Brent Marks is going to be my pick for Friday at Williams Grove. It's interesting for me to think that I'd go that far before I see Brent Marks winning. I just think that if you're going to pick an absolute favorite, at some point you have to pick Marks, but there's a lot of other really great guys out there. Logan Wagner is going to be my pick at the second race at Port Royal. Logan's really good. I think that Logan kind of gets outfoxed by Anthony Macri when it comes to a Port Royal race, but he does break through every once in a while. And then for Selinsgrove, that's an interesting pick. I'm going with Lucas Wolf. He's been good at Selinsgrove on his own in the past. I was going to pick Kyle Reinhardt. That was who I really thought was going to win, but I just saw a tweet before I started this video that he will not be racing his own car, and I don't think he's even racing at Selinsgrove. I'm pretty sure he's just racing at BAPS, Williams Grove, and maybe like Hagerstown or something like that for John Westbrook. So I kind of had to pull something out of the hat, and I figured, why not Lucas Wolf? Let's go. So here's a list of dark horse people that maybe could win. I just think are going to be possible contenders at every racetrack of the season. You started at Williams Grove, Jeff Halligan. He's coming off a top 3 there. He's also got a top 3 at Port Royal last week. I think he's pretty strong right now, and I could see him doing well. Troy Wagaman has been pretty stellar at Lincoln lately and has, I think, 2 third places in a row. And so I could see him being competitive on Saturday if he's there. Dylan Norris at BAPS. I think BAPS kind of suits Dylan, and Dylan has 2 wins already this year. I could see him being strong there, and you know, with his experience and all. Devin Borden's my dark horse for Monday at Lincoln. I think Devin could be a dark horse anywhere, but I picked that day specifically because I think that's when some of the people who work more regular jobs and such aren't going to be there, so that might be an opportunity for Devin. I'm going to pick Anthony Macri as my dark horse at Grandview. That's a really weird thing to say because it's Anthony Macri, but I think Kyle Larson has that race pretty well wrapped up when I think about who's going to be competitive. So Macri's going to be my dark horse to be competitive there. When you go to Port the first time, I'm going to go with Jeff Halligan again. The only name on this list twice, and like I said, 2 top 3s, and I think that car's just doing okay right now. So if he goes to Port Royal, he could be competitive there. I'm going to go with Lucas Wolf as my contender for Hagerstown. He's good at bigger tracks. He's got some wins and such at bigger places like Selinsgrove and Port Royal that I think could carry over for him. Justin Peck's going to be my pick at Williams Grove. I just think that he's going to be able to be strong all week, and he's another name that's kind of weird to see this far into the list without having him already discussed, but that's kind of just where I think he could fit in. And Dylan Cisney would be a dark horse at Port Royal as long as that car is in good shape. He wrecked it last week, so hopefully everything gets back together for Dylan and he can compete with it. And Chase Dietz is my dark horse at Selinsgrove. He won a race there last year, and he's got a lot of momentum right now. I could see him being a winner at Lincoln for sure, or Williams Grove as well, but I think if you're looking at dark horse people kind of out of the blue, Chase Dietz definitely is one to watch at Selinsgrove. So like I said, I'm trying to go night by night. Unfortunately, I don't know how I'm going to do BAPS, and I might have some people helping me throughout the week to try to keep up the content and keep it to the best level I can. Like last year was my first time covering the whole week, so I'm hoping that we can improve on last year, and hopefully, more people want to see it. So share it around with other people you might think would enjoy watching recaps about the week going by. Be sure to check out Dirt Vision, The Cushion, Flow Racing, wherever the other tracks are streaming. You can watch the races live there. I'm just going to talk about them afterwards and keep track of some power rankings. Be sure to also go check out dirtnerddata.weebly.com. That's just a little website that I've compiled where where I can share some statistics about who's hot and who's not at every racetrack, and even within racing series like the World of Outlaws and All-Star Circuit Champions. Like I said, dirtnerddata.weebly.com, link in the description if you want to go browse around and see kind of what I'm working with nerd-wise. So with that, it's been raining today, so I hope that weather gets itself done here and we don't have to worry about that tomorrow at Williams Grove. I'm excited to get the week started, and I hope you guys are excited to see it all as well. Thank you for watching, and I'm looking forward to sharing it. Be sure to share the videos around and get the word out there to other people who may enjoy watching some coverage of this kind of stuff. I'm Joe Donahue, and we'll see you for Williams Grove, hopefully, next time.